Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Victor from Senior Vitality Now, where you'll find easy, practical tips to live healthy, stay happy, and keep your strength after 60.
Have you ever heard someone say, cheese is nothing but fat and salt? Eat too much and it's bad for your health? To be honest, even I, a doctor, used to believe that about 10 years ago. But then, after years of treating and caring for hundreds of older patients, I discovered something that truly shocked me. The very three types of cheese that many people avoid turn out to be a kind of miracle medicine for those over 65, helping rebuild muscle, fight muscle loss, and stay strong and independent for years longer. Just think about it. If just adding a few spoonfuls of cheese a day could make your arms and legs stronger again, help you climb stairs with ease, let you sleep peacefully without those painful nighttime cramps, and make your whole body feel like it's turned back the clock by decades, wouldn't it be worth trying? Before we dive into these three special kinds of cheese, I want you to know a little bit about the person you're hearing from. My name is Dr. Victor, and I've spent over 30 years working in the field of senior healthcare. Over the past 3 decades, I've helped thousands of patients, people in their 60s, 70s, even 90s, regain their strength, restore their flexibility, and most importantly, keep their independence in everyday life. I've witnessed countless cases where losing muscle completely changed someone's life. Someone who used to love tending their garden now spends most of their days indoors because walking has become too hard. Someone who once drove themselves to the grocery store now has to rely on their children or grandchildren to get there. And honestly, seeing them feel sad, frustrated, and lose their confidence, it breaks my heart. That's why I've spent years searching for solutions that are simple, safe, and fit naturally into an older person's daily routine. I don't believe in complicated programs or hard-to-follow diets. I believe in things that are easy to do, easy to keep up with, but truly effective. And one of the most surprising discoveries in my entire career is the 3 types of cheese I'm about to share with you today. They're not just food, they're powerful tools for building and protecting muscle, something everyone over 65 should know about. Over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to share with you the 3 kinds of cheese the medical community calls weapons against age-related muscle loss. Why they're so effective, explained in the simplest, clearest way. The golden time to eat them so your body absorbs the most nutrients possible. And a simple 90-day plan so you can actually feel the difference in your health and strength. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also reveal a secret method, combining cheese with gentle exercise, that cutting-edge research shows can restore your body's youthful muscle-building ability, even at age 80. Now, to understand why these 3 cheeses matter so much, we first need to uncover the real reason muscle declines so rapidly after age 65. And this is the part one think will truly make a lot of people sit up in surprise. Part 1. Why muscles decline after age 65. Have you ever noticed, back when you were younger, carrying 2 10-kilo, 22-pound, bags of rice felt easy. But now, just carrying one makes your arms ache? Or maybe you climb just a few steps and already find yourself out of breath, holding onto the handrail. That is your body telling you your muscles are getting weaker. In medicine, we call this condition sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Starting around age 40, the body loses about 1% of muscle mass each year. But after 65, this process speeds up, sometimes to 3 to 5% per year. This doesn't just make you weaker, it also increases your risk of falls and fractures, slows recovery after illness or surgery, and even impacts your memory and heart health. So why does muscle disappear so quickly with age? There are 3 main reasons. 1. The body absorbs nutrients less efficiently. When you're young, eating a piece of meat means your muscles absorb the protein almost instantly. But as we age, digestion and metabolism slow down, protein absorption drops, and your muscles don't get enough of the raw materials they need to maintain themselves. 2. Less physical activity. Many people, after retiring, move less. They no longer do as much physical work, and muscles that aren't used shrink. 3. Lack of essential amino acids, especially leucine. Leucine is like the on switch for muscle building. Young people only need a small amount for their muscles to respond, but older adults need 2 to 3 times more to get the same effect. And here's something you might not realize. Sarcopenia is a silent thief that robs people of their independence. Once your muscles weaken, Even something as simple as standing up from a chair can become a challenge. But here's the good news. This process is not irreversible. With the right type of protein, at the right time, plus just a little light exercise, you can stop, yes, even rebuild, the muscle you've lost. And that's exactly why I want to introduce you to 3 special kinds of cheese. The golden ingredient science has proven can help people over 65 maintain strength, balance, and a better quality of life.
If you find this helpful, tap the like button and leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our health tips.
Part 2. Opening the door to the solution and introducing 3 types of cheese. You know, when it comes to fighting muscle loss, we don't necessarily need expensive superfoods or hard-to-swallow protein powders. Sometimes, the answer is sitting right in your own kitchen. And today, I'm going to show you 3 very familiar foods, 3 kinds of cheese, that, when eaten in the right type and at the right time, can become powerful weapons to protect and rebuild muscle for anyone over 65. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Doctor, cheese is full of fat. It'll make me gain weight and raise my cholesterol. But here's the truth. Not all cheeses are the same. Some are actually packed with high-quality protein, rich in the amino acid leucine, and loaded with calcium, the triple nutrients that aging muscles and bones need the most. Our 3 main characters today are cottage cheese, soft, easy to eat, high in slow-digesting protein, feeds muscles for 6 to 8 hours. Parmesan cheese, concentrated in both protein and calcium, strengthens both muscles and bones. Ricotta cheese, we'll get to this later, a fast fuel source for muscles, perfect right after activity. In the next sections, I'll explain why each of these cheeses is especially good for older muscles, how to choose the tastiest, safest, and highest quality types, exactly how much to eat, and the golden time of day to eat them for maximum benefit. I believe that by the time we're done, you'll want to head straight to the grocery store and, more importantly, start putting this into action tomorrow. 1. Cottage cheese, slow-digesting protein that feeds muscles for hours. Our first star, cottage cheese, is also known as fresh cheese. I know, for some, the name brings back memories of bland old diet menus from years past. But let me tell you, when used the right way, it's one of the most powerful foods for building and keeping muscle after 65. Just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese gives you 14 grams of high-quality protein, only 81 calories, over 1 gram of leucine, the key amino acid that switches on muscle building. To put it in perspective, nearly 70% of the calories in cottage cheese come from protein. Compare that to regular cheddar, where only about 24% of calories are from protein, and you'll see cottage cheese is in a league of its own. I often tell my patients, leucine is like the key that starts the body's muscle-building engine. When you're young, that engine starts easily. But as we get older, it's harder to turn over, and it takes more keys to get it going. A single serving of cottage cheese gives you 1/3 of the leucine you need for muscle building, without a big serving size. Other benefits: soft and easy to chew, no struggling with tough meat like beef or chicken. Gentle on digestion, won't leave you bloated or heavy. Versatile, eat it plain, mix it into salads, or make sweet or savory dishes. The protein in cottage cheese is mostly casein, a slow-digesting protein that nourishes your muscles for 6 to 8 hours. That's why I call it the night shift muscle protector, because if you eat it before bed, it helps prevent your muscles from breaking down while you sleep. Ways to enjoy it. Breakfast, mix cottage cheese with fresh fruit like blueberries or strawberries. Drizzle with honey, delicious, with protein plus antioxidants. Savory snack, combine with cherry tomatoes and cucumber, sprinkle with dill or green onion, a light, refreshing salad. As a spread or filling, blend into a creamy spread for whole grain bread, or swap for mayonnaise and chicken or tuna salad. Smoothie, blend with banana or mango, tastes like yogurt, but even more nutritious. Best time and tips. Aim to drink a half cup daily, especially in the morning, after a long night of protein fasting. Eating it for breakfast jumpstarts muscle building for the day. If eating at night, have it 1 to 2 hours before bed to feed your muscles through the night. 2. Parmesan, packed with protein and calcium and easy to digest. Our second star, you've probably seen many times in Italian kitchens, Parmesan cheese, or by its full name, Parmigiano Reggiano. Maybe you're used to just sprinkling a little on pasta, but the truth is, this cheese is a nutritional goldmine for people over 65. Just 28 grams, about the size of your thumb, contains 10 grams of complete protein, 331 milligrams of calcium, about 1/4 of your daily requirement. Almost no lactose after long aging. For older adults, being able to get such dense nutrition in such a small serving is a real advantage. Parmesan is aged at least 24 months. During that time, natural enzymes break proteins down into smaller pieces that are easier to absorb, almost like the food has been partly digested for you. That means even people who normally feel bloated after high-protein foods can often enjoy Parmesan without issue. A lot of people think calcium is only for bones, but in reality, every single muscle contraction requires calcium. Without it, even if you eat enough protein, your muscles won't perform efficiently. Research shows people who don't get enough daily calcium lose muscle faster. I often tell patients, protein is the brick that builds muscle. Calcium is the helper who lifts the bricks into place. If you have bricks but no helper, the building doesn't get finished. Ways to enjoy it. Breakfast, sprinkle fresh Parmesan on scrambled or fried eggs. Over 20 g of protein to start your day. Lunch, add to salads, soups, or sandwiches to boost protein without much extra meat. Dinner, use as a topping for roasted vegetables, creamy soups, or baked dishes with cauliflower or broccoli. Snack, cut into small cubes and pair with nuts or fresh fruit. Buying tips, look for authentic Parmesan with Parmigiano Reggiano dotted along the rind. Avoid pre-grated Parmesan in bottles. It's often lower in flavor and nutrition. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day can make a real difference. We've just talked about Parmesan, small but mighty, loaded with protein and calcium. But now, I want to introduce a cheese that can refuel your muscles faster than almost anything else. It's especially perfect to eat right after activity, and that's ricotta cheese. 3. Ricotta, fast-absorbing protein for instant muscle recovery. The final star in our muscle protection trio is ricotta cheese. This is a soft, creamy white cheese with a mild, pleasant taste. And what makes ricotta truly special is that it contains the fastest absorbing protein your body can use, whey protein. Whey protein goes straight into your bloodstream and starts feeding your muscles within just 30 to 60 minutes of eating. This is especially important for older adults because, after physical activity, whether it's a walk or working in the garden, your muscles are in a nutrient-thirsty state. If you give them whey protein during this time, they'll absorb it at maximum capacity and begin repairing and growing almost immediately. Just half a cup of whole milk ricotta gives you about 14 grams of protein. Rich amounts of BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids, the specific amino acids that repair and rebuild muscle. Much lower sodium than many other cheeses, around 100 milligrams per half a cup. Good for heart and blood pressure health. Benefits for older adults. Soft, smooth, and easy to swallow, even for those with dental issues or difficulty chewing. Mild flavor that works in both sweet and savory dishes. Supports heart health. Whey protein can help slightly lower blood pressure and improve blood vessel function. I often tell my patients, if cottage cheese is the night shift muscle protector, then ricotta is the emergency rescue team, showing up right after your muscles have been working to repair the damage and refresh them. Ways to enjoy it. Breakfast, spread ricotta on whole grain bread, drizzle with honey, and sprinkle with cinnamon fragrant, delicious, and nourishing. Lunch, mix ricotta with fresh herbs to make a sandwich spread or a veggie dip. Dinner, stuff into bell peppers or zucchini, or stir into pasta sauce for creaminess without losing protein. Dessert, ricotta plus cocoa powder plus honey, a healthy chocolate mousse. Golden timing. Eat within 2 hours after physical activity, even if it's just a 15-minute walk or light housework. This is when your muscles are eager for nutrition, and ricotta delivers exactly what they need to repair and grow. So now we know how each cheese in this trio plays its role. Cottage cheese feeds muscles for hours. Parmesan, dense in protein plus calcium for muscle and bone strength. Ricotta, instant recovery after activity. But eating the right type isn't enough. Eating at the right time is the key to getting maximum results. And in the next part, I'll share my golden timing eating strategy, so your muscles can absorb every nutrient and grow stronger day by day. Part 4. eating strategy, and the golden timing. You know, eating the right kind of cheese is one thing, but eating it at the right time is what truly determines whether your muscles will get stronger. It's like watering a plant. If you don't water it at the right moment, the roots won't absorb as much as they could. Golden time number 1, morning. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body has gone a long time without protein. At this point, your muscles start breaking down your own body protein to keep functioning, meaning they're literally eating your muscles. If you give your body enough protein in the morning, it will switch instantly from a muscle loss state to a muscle building state. Goal: 25-30 g of protein for breakfast. Example: half a cup cottage cheese, 14 g, plus 1 ounce Parmesan, 10 g, plus a few slices of fruit. Delicious, and almost 25 g of high-quality protein. Golden time number 2, after physical activity. Anytime you move, whether it's a 15-minute walk, gardening, or tidying the house, your muscles enter a ready-to-absorb state. This window lasts about 2 hours after activity. This is where ricotta shines. Example: a slice of whole grain bread with ricotta, drizzled with honey and sprinkled with cinnamon. Or a small bowl of ricotta mixed with strawberries. Golden time number 3, before bed. At night, your body still uses protein to maintain life functions. If you don't replenish before sleeping, your muscles will slowly lose mass. Cottage cheese is the number 1 choice here because it contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for 6 to 8 hours. Just half a cup before bed is enough to protect your muscles through the night. Protein distribution rule. Spread your protein evenly across your 3 main meals, 25-30 g each, instead of eating little in the morning and afternoon, then loading it all at dinner. Your muscles can only use about 25-35 g of protein from a meal for muscle building. Extra protein won't be stored for the next day. Sample 1-day plan. Breakfast: half cup cottage cheese plus 1 ounce Parmesan cheese plus fruit. Lunch: ricotta plus veggie sandwich, sprinkled with a little Parmesan. Dinner: pasta tossed with ricotta or steamed vegetables topped with Parmesan. Before bed: half a cup cottage cheese. Now you know what to eat and when to eat it, so your muscles can absorb the most and grow stronger. But we also need to talk about a few important safety notes, especially for those with high blood pressure, heart conditions, or digestive issues. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. Part 5. Health notes when using the 3 cheeses. Before you rush out to the grocery store to grab these 3 cheeses, I want to pause for a moment and share a few important reminders so you can apply them safely and correctly. Because no matter how healthy a food is, if it's eaten in the wrong way or doesn't suit your condition, the benefits can be small and the risks big. 1. Lactose intolerance. The good news: Parmesan contains almost no lactose because it's aged for so long. Cottage cheese and ricotta do have a small amount, but far less than fresh milk. If milk usually makes you bloated, start with a small amount and see how your body reacts. You can use lactase supplements if needed. 2. High blood pressure or low-salt diet. Regular Parmesan and cottage cheese can be high in sodium. If you're watching your blood pressure, choose low-sodium versions, especially for cottage cheese. Ricotta naturally has the lowest sodium of the 3, so make it your go-to if you need to limit salt. 3. Cholesterol and weight. Cheese does contain saturated fat, but in the right portions, it can fit into a healthy diet. If needed, choose low-fat cottage cheese or ricotta to cut calories while keeping the protein. 4. Blood thinners, warfarin. Cheese contains small amounts of vitamin K. If you're on blood thinners, keep your intake steady day to day to avoid affecting your medication. 5. Kidney issues. If you have kidney disease or reduced kidney function, your daily protein needs should be set by your doctor. Don't increase protein without medical advice. Bottom line: these 3 cheeses are suitable for most older adults when eaten in the right portions and chosen to match your health needs. Remember, eat in moderation, eat consistently, and combine with a healthy lifestyle to get the full benefits. Part 6. Pairing exercise to double the results. You know, eating these 3 cheeses is already great, but if you combine them with the right kind of movement, the benefits can double or even triple. Science calls this the synergistic effect. When protein and exercise work together, your muscles respond far more than they would to either one alone. What kind of exercise for those over 65? Don't worry, I'm not asking you to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym. Even simple moves can stimulate your muscles. Sit to stand from a chair 10 to 15 times. Wall push-ups 10 to 15 times. Resistance band pulls or simply lifting 2 water bottles, one in each hand. Just 2 to 3 sessions a week, 10 to 15 minutes each, is enough to send the signal to your muscles that they need to grow. Example day. Morning. Do a few sit-to-stands and gentle stretches, then have cottage cheese plus Parmesan for breakfast. Afternoon. After a 15-minute walk, eat ricotta to feed your muscles immediately. Evening. If you have a light snack before bed, make it cottage cheese to protect your muscles through the night. I've seen so many of my patients improve dramatically in just 90 days. Climbing stairs without holding the railing. Carrying a grocery bag without strain. Sleeping better and feeling less achy. It doesn't take expensive machines or complicated routines. Just eat right, move moderately, and stay consistent. Now we have all the pieces. Eat the right type, at the right time, with health precautions in mind, and combine it with movement. Next, I'll help you put them together into a simple 90-day plan. Just follow it, and you'll see results. Part 7. The 90-Day Action Plan. My friends, rebuilding muscle after 65 is not a wishful dream. But to see results, you need a clear plan and the discipline to follow it. I've designed a simple 90-day roadmap that anyone can do. Step 1. Stock up on all 3 cheeses. Cottage cheese, low sodium or low fat if needed. A block of real Parmesan. Look for Parmigiano Reggiano stamped on the rind. Whole milk ricotta, low sodium, with simple ingredients. Milk plus acid plus salt. Buy enough for a week to avoid interruptions. Step 2. Calculate your personal protein needs. Formula. Body weight, kg, times 1 to 1.2 equals grams of protein per day. Example. 60 kilograms times 1.2 is equal to 72 g protein/day. Cheese will supply about half of this. Get the rest from eggs, fish, meat, beans, etc. Step 3. Daily cheese portions. Morning. Half a cup cottage cheese plus 1 ounce Parmesan. Lunch. Main dish with 1 to 2 tablespoons Parmesan or a ricotta sandwich. After activity, half a cup ricotta. Before bed, half a cup cottage cheese if you need extra protein. Step 4. Add light exercise. Pick 2 to 3 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes per session. Prioritize sit-to-stand, wall push-ups, and water bottle lifts. On non-exercise days, walk or do housework to stay active. Step 5. Track your progress. Each week, note weight, number of stairs you can climb, how you feel carrying groceries, your daily energy level. After 30 days, you'll notice more strength, less fatigue. After 90 days, a clear difference, firmer arms and legs, easier movement, better mood. Remember, these 90 days aren't just about improving muscle. They're about creating a lifelong habit of healthy living. If you start tomorrow, your body will thank you with every step you take, every good night's sleep, and every energized morning. So today, we've explored the 3 cheeses, your muscle partners after 65. Cottage cheese, long-lasting muscle nourishment. Parmesan, protein and calcium powerhouse for muscle and bone. Ricotta, quick fuel for post-activity recovery. We've talked about the golden timing to eat, health notes, how to pair with movement, and a 90-day plan to see real results. You know, muscle loss is not the destiny of aging. If starting tomorrow you simply eat the right cheese, at the right time, add a little light exercise, then in just 3 months, you'll walk more steadily, tire less easily, feel stronger, and most importantly, keep your independence. Start tomorrow. Buy these 3 cheeses. Follow the principles I've shared. Stick with it for 90 days. I'm confident you'll be surprised by the results. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe so I can keep sharing more health tips for life after 60. And comment below. Have you tried any of these cheeses? How did you feel? Let's keep walking this journey together, because I believe everyone deserves to live healthy, live strong, and live fully at every age. See you in the next video.